Hello and welcome to I'm Sorry I Haven't a Clue. You join us for a second visit to Royal Tunbridge Wells in the fine county of Kent. I'm just thinking with horror, I very nearly read that wrong.
It was close.
It was not until 1909 that the town gained the right to call itself Royal Tunbridge Wells, when Edward VII granted his patronage after a visit to the spa here. The visit was a revelation for him, as he was normally a Tesco shopper. On the outskirts of the town are the interesting sandstone formations known as Toad Rock and High Rocks, which are used to train mountaineers. A young Ranulph Fiennes came here to practice and went on to make his first attempt on Annapurna, while her husband was working nights. Just a few miles out of town is found the home of Rudyard Kipling at Burwash. Kipling's If is one of the country's most popular poems. It's the one that starts, "If you can keep your head when all about you are losing theirs, then why not treat yourself to one of my exceedingly good cakes?" Other famous names associated with Tunbridge Wells include William Makepeace Thackeray and Oswald Let's Start a War Mosley. It was while living here that Thackeray wrote and published Vanity Fair, and then later Woman's Own, and Motorcycle Monthly. Let's meet the teams. They're four comedians whose jokes I can't get enough of. In fact, I hardly get any of them at all. On my left, Graham Garden and Barry Cryer. And on my right, Tim Brooke-Taylor and Jack Dee. And making herself comfortable as she settles down on my left hand, please welcome our delightful scorer, the lovely Samantha. Okay, we begin with an educational round this week. The English language is a rich and varied tongue, but there are those who are ignorant of the subtleties of difference in meaning between apparently similar terms, such as aurora borealis and northern lights. Well, aurora borealis means the luminescent phenomenon that appears in skies in the Arctic polar region, whereas northern lights is a brand of fags. However, words are constantly changing their meanings, so I'd like the teams to share any new definitions they may have spotted recently. Jack, would you care to start, please?
Childhood, very young gangster.
Tim?
Horticulturalist, Brian Sewell.
Barry?
Haphazard. Mind that hap.
Health and safety.
Graham?
Deliberate. To imprison.
Heathrow, brief description of what a baggage handler does.
Orchid, the son of a Brummie.
Livery. Rather like liver. Coincidental, having matching teeth.
Luton Airport, slightly more detailed description of what a baggage handler does.
Donation, where Homer Simpson is king. Damnation, Holland. Lamination, New Zealand.
Extort, having left school.
Abatement, downstairs, storage area used by man with sinus trouble.
Harpist, fairly drunk.
Teutonic, what you order with 2 gin.
Shoehorn, a fetish.
Wristwatch, all-night vigil in a very strict monastery. Disdain, being rude to someone from Denmark.
Okay, the teams are going to sing along to some well-known discs now in the round called Pick Up Song. DJ Samantha has completed her customary research down in the gramophone archive. As the kindly old archivists can't get out very much these days, Samantha sells them light snacks and confectionery. Initially, they were shocked by her prices, so she now offers selective discounts. There's been nothing off Mars bars, but they were delighted to see Samantha's Snickers come down at a price they can afford. She's back at the turntable and ready to give the chosen discs a spin. You should sing along, teams, until at my signal, Samantha turns the volume down. If on its return you're within a gnat's crotchet of the original, I'll be awarding points, and points mean prizes. What do you think of it so far? I agree, but who are we among so many? This week's prize will delight every keen horticulturalist who wants to make their garden look bigger. It's this lovely magnifying glass. Barry, you can start, and I'd like you to accompany Eddie Cochran singing Come On Everybody.
Money and let's get together tonight. I got some money in my jeans and I'm really gonna spend it right. Well, I've been doing my homework all the week long, and now the house is empty and the folks are gone. Ooh, come on everybody. Dum da dum da dum da dum da dum 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 dum. Dum da dum da dum da dum da dum 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 dum. Oh, well, my baby's number 1, but I'm gonna dance at 3 or 4. And the house will be shaking from my bare feet slapping on the floor. Oh, please.
That was as much your fault as Barry's.
Exactly.
Your turn now, Jack.
You stay out of it, audience.
Your turn now, Jack. Will you accompany Barry Manilow singing I Can't Smile Without You?
You know I can't smile without you. I can't smile without you. I can't laugh, and I can't sing. I'm finding it hard to do anything. You see, I feel sad when you're sad. I feel glad when you're glad. If only you knew what I'm going through. I just can't smile without you.
I just can't smile.
That was the Rex Harrison technique. You now, Graham, I'd like you please to accompany Scissor Sisters singing Take Your Mama Out.
When you grow up, living like a good boy oughta, and your mama takes a shine to her best son. Something different All the girls, they seem to like you. 'Cause you're handsome, like to talk, and a whole lot of fun. But now your girl's gone missing and your house has got an empty bed. Folks wonder about the wedding, they won't listen to a word you said. I'm gonna take your mama out all night, yeah, show her what it's all about. Get her jacked up on some cheap champagne.
It's a little-known fact that Graham's son John plays keyboards for Scissor Sisters.
Yeah. Yep.
It's true. And very good he is too.
Yeah.
My father worked with Eddie Cochran.
I am Barry Manilow.
Finally, Tim, will you please accompany Tiny Tim singing Tiptoe Through the Tulip?
Tiptoe through the window, by the window, that is where I'll be. Come tiptoe through the tulips with me. Oh, tiptoe from the garden, by the garden of the willow tree, and tiptoe through the tulips with me. If flowers will stray, we'll keep the showers away, and if I kiss
You can let go now, Jack.
Okay, the teams are going to treat us to a spot of acting next in the game called Sound Charades. This is based on the erstwhile TV favourite Give Us a Clue, in which players mime titles of songs, books and films. The undisputed master of the game was Lionel Blair, whose TV career has sadly waned of late. He did, however, recently audition for I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here. Lionel's challenge was to sail a raft across a river with a small crew. But sadly, the raft hit a rock and sank, and what a look of horror there was on Ant's face when Lionel went down with both hands on deck. Okay. Tim and Jack, you're to start, please, and your title will shortly be displayed to the audience via the laser display screen. For listeners at home, here's the mystery voice.
Pop idol. Pop idol.
Right, you're guessing this one, Barry and Graham. Off you go, Tim and Jack.
It's 2 words, and it's a television programme, and it goes like this. Look, I've brought you a present, Jack.
Oh, thank you. That's wonderful. This is so strong.
Isn't it? Yeah, he's got the muscles, you know.
Wow.
Yeah, and the pipe in his mouth.
Isn't that sweet, the little pipe?
Yeah.
What's in the can, Tim?
That's spinach. You just mix it with a bit of olive oil, that's all it needs, yes.
That's so lovely. I'm really, really pleased with that. Thank you.
You're crying, that's lovely. Yeah. Never seen you smile before, or is it wind?
I'll keep it. It's just you, Tim.
Anyway.
I'll keep. Thank you very much.
It's a pleasure.
Is it being in a can important?
No.
No, but it's strength and spinach and...
Yeah.
Yep.
And it's quite a small gift, is it?
Yes.
Like a doll.
Ah! Very, very like that.
Yeah, like a Popeye doll.
Right, your turn, Barry and Graham. Your title's now being exhibited on the laser display board, and here again is the mystery voice for listeners at home.
Scarface. Scarface.
It's one word.
Yep.
Film.
Film. Good evening. I believe you are the #1 world expert on woolly neckwear.
Yes, I am.
Scarface.
It's now time for the round called A Day in the Life, in which the teams are going to delve into the lives of well-known personalities. Barry Cryer will obviously be at an advantage here, as he's often pictured at some celebrity party or other in those showbiz gossip magazines. I've lost count of the times we've seen photos of him plastered across their pages.
Hit me again.
Teams have brought along 2 genuine lifestyle articles detailing the daily routine of famous people from past and present. However, certain sections have been removed, and I'd like you to suggest how the missing extracts may have read. We had intended our first case study to be Mark Thatcher, but we can't discuss him for legal reasons, as he faces prosecution in Equatorial Guinea under the strict anti-smug git laws. Okay, we'll start with you, Barry and Graham. For you, I have the words of none other than 17th century diarist Samuel Pepys. Can you guess the missing sections for me, please? To my lords this morning, but my lord not being up, I went out to Charing Cross to see Major General Harrison hanged, drawn and...
Served with an antisocial behaviour order.
Quartered, of course. He was looking as cheerfully as any man could do, considering...
Jim Davidson was doing the warm-up.
his condition. He was presently cut down, and his head and his heart...
Sold to Fray Bentos.
shown to the people. Finding myself beginning to be troubled with wind, as I used to be, and with pain in making water, I took a couple of...
trips on Nemesis at Alton Towers. But it didn't shift a thing.
pills that I had by me of Mr. Batesby, the apothecary. My pain continued on me mightily, and I could break no wind, nor have any...
Fun setting light to it.
stool after my physic had done working. I took a coach and horse to the apothecary, but he was not at home. And so home again. Bloody interesting diary. And whether the coach did me good or no, I know not. But having a good fire in my chamber, I begun to...
Put on a deafening display.
Well, to be more explicit, break 6 or 7 small and great farts. No medium-sized. After supper, to have my head combed by our maid Deb, which occasioned the greatest sorrow to me that ever I knew in this world, for my wife, coming up suddenly, did find...
Me at my desk making an entry.
Me embracing the girl. Indeed, I was with my hand under her...
Radar.
skirts. My wife was struck mute and...
Then spoke for about 40 or 50 minutes.
Or more concisely, grew angry. I stayed up till the bellman came by with his bell just under my window, as I was...
In need of a bell.
writing of this very line. I then went to bed.
The end.
Okay, your turn now, Tim and Jack, and for you I have the words of Paul Daniels. Can you guess the missing sections in this piece? Debbie and I are early birds. In the summer, we're up early, knocking...
Or just having breakfast.
A few balls about on the tennis court. I get about 25 requests a day to...
Do the anatomically impossible.
Do things.
Oh.
I do enjoy photography, and I like cars. I've got a Bentley, a Mazda RX-7, a Ferrari, and a...
Very small Willie.
otherwise known as a Sinclair C5. I'm a WYSIWYG. Know what that is? WYSIWYG? What you see is...
A wig.
What you get. I'm from the north, and that tends to give you an accent that's better for...
Claiming benefit.
Comedy. And when I work on stage, I actually take my voice up a notch so that...
Dogs can hate me as well.
It cuts through harder. Out of the TV comedians, I like Ben Elton, Halen Pace, and...
Berry Cryer.
Jack D. Debbie has made my life very easy and smooth, and she enjoys looking after me because she knows...
What's in my will?
How very hard I work. Our relationship is everything that is indefinable. Chemistry...
Geography and domestic science.
Friendship, good living together. And it also works because I'm very...
Heavily tranquilized most of the time.
funny. Guys don't like saying anything romantic to the wife, but the other night in the middle of a TV program I turned round to Debbie and said...
Come on, love, get 'em out for the rabbit.
I wish we weren't married, because then I'd ask you all over again. Our love life is fantastic. It's 3 times a night for me. I've got no problems in that department. I'm very happy. I just wish Debbie could...
Be there as well.
Keep up with me.
Keep up with me.
Yeah, one of them's got to. Once I got upstairs and Debbie was lying stark naked on the bed. She was wearing the sort of sleeping blindfold you get on long-haul flights. Printed on it was "Do not disturb." But further down her body she had a sign that said...
Do not remove blindfold.
Disturb. Actually, I notice it's very nearly the end of the show, but there's just time to fit in a round of Accident and Emergency Film Club. Samantha has to nip out now as she's meeting her new gentleman friend at the local hospital where he's an anaesthetist. He's promised to introduce her to some of his patients, and later on, Samantha is hoping he'll let her help him knock one out. So, teams, while she's away enjoying that, I'd like you please to suggest movie titles that might appeal to an audience drawn from the hospital casualty department. You can start this one, Jack.
Blair Witch Hazel Project.
A&E, Which Way But Loose.
Fatal Attraction.
Lord of the Syringe.
Diarrhea of Bridget Jones.
4 swellings and a funeral.
Ingrid Bergman is anesthesia.
Crutch Cassidy and the One Chance Skid.
Rash. Because it's a bit like mashed, you see. You're not going to like gash or bash in that case.
Pretty shitty prang bang.
Rash.
There's amputations and dislocation.
What film is
What
that?
film is that?
Congratulations, it was a TV movie Cliff made.
That'd be like the movie version of the Chronicles of Narni, Norni, Norni.
Around the ward in 80 days.
Bring me the rest of Alfredo Garcia.
And so, ladies and gentlemen, that's the end of the show, and indeed this series. However, we know there are a number of loyal listeners who tune into repeats of the show over on BBC 7, and we'd like to say personal thanks to all of them. So, thank you, thank you, thank you. So, from the team, Samantha, myself, and the good folk of Tunbridge Wells, it's goodbye. Hello and welcome to I'm Sorry I Haven't a Clue. You join us this week for a second visit to the London Palladium, the fine theatre in the London district of Soho. During the 17th century, many settlers moved to Soho from mainland Europe. These included Polish Catholics, French Huguenots, and German Lutherans. Evidence of this is found in names such as Greek Street and the famous French House pub. But migrant assimilation wasn't without its troubles, particularly when the Germans invaded Poland Street. In the art world, Soho has been home to artists Constable and Canaletto. Constable lived on Frith Street in the early 19th century, and it was from there that he travelled the countryside with his easel, making beautiful copies of chocolate boxes. And it was while living in Soho that Canaletto famously painted Westminster Bridge at dusk. Completed in vivid oils, Westminster Council complained they'd only wanted it brushed over with hammer. In the late 60s, Soho was home to Jimi Hendrix, who overcame his dyslexia to become one of the world's greatest rock guitarists. Sadly, Hendrix died here in 1970 after choking on his own Vimto. Probably the most famous Soho thoroughfare is Carnaby Street. Once known as the centre of swinging London, that title fell into disuse with the abolition of capital punishment. What used to be the epicentre of a burgeoning fashion industry, the Carnaby Street of today is but a shadow of its former glory, offering the unwary visitor tawdry reminders of a faded past of 40 years ago. Let's meet 4 more. On my left, Barry Cryer and Graham Garden. On my right, Tim Brooke-Taylor and Jeremy Hardy. And please welcome a lady who's ready to handle any challenge involving the team's points, however hard. It's the ever-fragrant Samantha. Okay, in our first round, Uxbridge English Dictionary, I'd like the teams to share with us any new definitions they may have spotted. Graham, you can start.
Randomise, a squint.
Oh, sorry, I'm supposed to be calling out your name. I was settling down for a nice little doze. Tim.
Kingdom, a royal contraceptive.
Barry.
Stalagmite, prison camp for fleas.
Jeremy.
Jugular, a busty vampire.
Doodlebug, to draw a flea.
Gondolier, something you catch from a boatman.
Dynamite, to take a flea out to lunch.
Urethra, a soul singer who takes the piss.
Mishmash, to be late for chapel due to drunkenness.
Encyclopedia, to be sexually attracted to small bikes.
And cursory, where young children learn to swear.
Muzzle toff, a good thing to do to the Countryside Alliance.
Subdued, a less than cool person.
Himalaya, the transsexual rooster.
It's music time now. With the game called Pick Up Song, in which the team sing along to some famous records. DJ Samantha has been doing her usual extensive research down in the gramophone library, aided by the kindly old archivist. It's hard work, and she says they both get quite weary. So the archivist has a fold-up bed to take a nap in the afternoons and has provided Samantha with a comfy reclining armchair so that she can put her feet up while he gets his head down. Samantha is now back and poised at the turntable, ready to give the discs a spin. You should sing along, teams, until at my signal Samantha turns the volume down. Continue singing, and if on the music's return you're within a gnat's crotchet of the original, I'll be awarding points. And points mean prizes. What does Bistow give a meal? This week's prize will delight every wire-haired terrier owner who likes to keep their pet smartly presented. It's this lovely Corby Schnauzer press. Barry, you're to start, and I'd like you to accompany Etta James singing I Just Wanna... Okay, you're next, Graham. I'd like you to accompany Julie Andrews singing I Whistle a Happy Tune.
Whenever I feel afraid, I hold my erect and whistle a happy tune so no one will suspect I'm a... While shivering in my shoes, I strike a careless pose and whistle a happy tune, and no one ever knows I'm a... The result of this deception is very strange to tell, for when the people I myself as well, I whistle a happy tune, and every single time the happiness in the tune convinces me that I'm not afraid.
You now, Tim, would you accompany the Tokens singing The Lion Sleeps Tonight?
In the jungle, the mighty jungle, the lion sleeps tonight. In the jungle, the mighty jungle, the lion sleeps tonight.
And finally, would you, Jeremy, please accompany James Blunt singing his recent hit, You're Beautiful.
Our love is pure. I saw an angel, of that I'm sure. She smiled at me on the subway. She was with another man. But I won't lose no sleep on that, 'cause I've got a plan. Ha, 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 ha. You're beautiful. You're beautiful. You're beautiful. It's true. Come on, Lulu. I saw your face in a crowded place, and I don't know what to do, 'cause I'll never be with you. Yes, she caught my eye. I stand alive.
Let's move on. Our next game will involve the teams boasting about some impressive aspects of their lives. I'm not sure this has been thought through. Actually, our own Tim Brooke-Taylor will be at an advantage here, as he's just bought a huge old Victorian mansion which he claims is haunted. Tim says he's sometimes woken by the ghostly apparition of a woman in black whose face is pulled into a fearsome rictus, her translucent skin stretched so taut to her skull that it hardly moves as she shrieks in wailing moans. We keep telling him not to fall asleep in front of the weakest link. Okay, we'll start with you, Tim. You're at a party and you're just about to initiate a topic of conversation which allows you to boast about something. The rest of you take turns to outdo Tim's boast until I honk, when the next panelist has to initiate a brand new topic of conversation and start the boasting all over again. Okay, off you go, Tim.
I've just bought a new computer. It's got double memory, a huge amount of RAM.
I got two. Bought one, got the other one free. Nobody has one.
My computer's got such a good memory that I've dispensed with my own.
Are you sure about that?
I can't remember. What was I talking about?
Yes, I've got 2 or 3 of those computers. In fact,
I've got so many rams that I've had to buy a sheepdog.
I've got one. So the memory is so good, it can actually remember when the Goodies was on television.
Graham, introduce the topic, please.
Yes, we went on a fabulous holiday, found this little restaurant where they do a local dish. I don't know if you've ever had it, but it's absolutely to die for. It's a very, very small chicken that they cook for about a week in moss and then serve up with the local cheese and a single strawberry. It's lovely.
Yes, I think you'll find that in my recipe book.
Oh, really?
Funny you should say that, because I went to a place in very far north of Scotland where they actually produced, this is hard to believe, but they produced eggs from a mythical bird, and they cooked them in a special Scottish way with very little in it. Very good indeed.
I actually ate the very dish you're talking about and enjoyed it so much I bought the restaurant.
Well, we went to this lovely Scottish village that only appears once every 200 years. We had the most fantastic meal. It was baby seals cooked in their own fear. And it was absolutely delicious.
Yes, we ate in a little Scottish village last night, a little village that Gordon Ramsay had brought down specially. And the dish of the day was a single tadpole.
Really?
Roast and served in batter.
Good heavens, a whole tadpole.
I couldn't eat a whole one.
That's what I said to Gordon, I couldn't, and he obliged.
I asked for some crudities and Gordon obliged.
We were on holiday and we went to this fantastic village in the middle of lovely people, poor but miserable, so friendly. And they made this meal and they gave us wine and 8 courses and they danced for us and they gave us oral pleasure under the table. It came to £4 a head.
Good heavens.
£4, well, I think you might have been ripped off there.
It's now time to play the game called Mornington Crescent. First, I hear from the post room that we've received no correspondence at all this week. Not a sausage. But we did receive a sausage last week. And it came with this message from a Mrs. Trellis of North Wales. She writes, "Dear Camilla, where can I buy one of your fine reclining chairs? Yours sincerely, Mrs. Trellis." Okay, on with the game, which this week will be played to the famous Argyle Street parabola, which allows for a maximum of 2 nudges, but only, of course, if the run of play is with the poke holder. Today's trump line is district and circle. Okay?
Was it 2 nudges, huh?
What?
2 nudges.
2 nudges.
Was it?
2 nudges.
2. Oh,
And
right.
district and circle, they're both trump lines, are they?
You said there was one line. They take them as one, the 2 of them.
Where they're contiguous.
Yeah.
Tim, will you start, please, Tim?
Well, if I've got the rules right, Oxford Circus.
Warren Street.
Palmer's Green.
Oh.
Oh, well. It's 2 nudges.
You're not the poke holder, though.
That's a nudge gone already, isn't it?
No, but the runner plays with the poke holder.
That's true.
And that allows me, well, 1 nudge anyway, to Swiss Cottage.
I'll go Green Park.
Great Portland Street.
Stepney Green.
What?
Stepney Green.
Stepney Green.
I thought we'd disallowed that.
No,
Oh, come on.
it's the parabola.
What do you mean we
The
disallowed?
parabola.
Well,
Explain what you mean
on the
by we
parabola,
disallowed.
it It was the
There's only one
royal
person who
we.
disallows
The
anything.
royal we on your behalf.
Ah. Yes, we have.
All right, then. Holland Park.
Oh, yeah.
The
Holland
angel.
Park.
The angel.
Yes,
Yes.
yes,
Okay,
yes,
Donis,
yes.
The
Yeah.
angel, elephant and castle.
Which?
The elephant and castle angel, as opposed to any other angel.
Oh, Lord.
No, sorry, archway. Oh, sorry.
Yeah. Oh, I should have got in quickly there. Osterley.
Mornington Crescent!
Are we going to allow that?
No. Now the teams are going to offer some useful household advice. Now the teams are going to offer some useful household advice in our handy hints round. One knotty problem I know the teams have been wrestling with is that of future hair loss. Well, the answer is that you have to look to your grandfathers to see whether you'll go bald. Luckily for me, both of mine had full heads of hair when they died aged 17 in the trenches. Okay. I've brought along a selection of questions on the subject of food taken from genuine guidebooks to which I'd like the teams to provide helpful solutions. Jeremy, we'll start with you. Can you assist this anxious correspondent? What can I wear to avoid cutting the ends of my fingers when grating cheese?
You could wear a great coat.
You wait till you have that problem. You won't go, oh, then.
You wait till you hear the edit, you won't go all
Okay, the right answer is thimbles. You twit. Barry, now, can you provide an answer to this correspondent? Is there any way I can make cheeses live longer in my larder?
Don't worry about this. Cheeses will rise again on the third day.
The right answer is put the cheese in a box and add a sugar cube. This will extend their life.
Oh.
Graham, now, can you help this correspondent? How can I ensure my omelettes are really fluffy?
Before cooking, stir in a couple of hamsters.
The actual answer is add a squirt of soda water to the egg mixture before cooking. Hope you're taking this down.
That upsets
And
the
Tim,
hamsters.
how about this one? Since I started storing my carrots in the fruit bowl, they've become rather bitter. Is there a reason for this?
Yes, you promised them the run of the garden.
Well, the actual answer is you may have apples in your fruit bowl. Apples give off a gas that makes carrots go bitter. Back to you, Jeremy. Here's another question for you. How can I tell whether the aubergine in my larder is male or female?
If the aubergine is female, it says we should really knock this larder through and have a fridge freezer in here. And then a couple of years later it says, you know, things kept much better when we had the old larder before we got the fridge freezer. And then you have to get a new kitchen because the old one doesn't go with the napkin rings.
The actual answer is the male aubergine has fewer seeds and a round, shallow indentation on its bottom. I know the feeling. Barry, how about this? I store my eggs in the fridge. However, my husband only eats them hard-boiled. So in the fridge we have fresh and hard-boiled eggs side by side, and we sometimes get them muddled. Can you suggest an easy way of telling which are the fresh and which are the hard-boiled?
You must join our Get a Life club.
The answer is when boiling your husband's eggs for storage in the fridge, add a bit of food colouring. It will stain the shells, making it easy to tell the fresh eggs and the hard-boiled eggs apart.
I can give you the address of the club if you want.
Graham, here's one for you. I hear that avocado pears make excellent face masks. Is this true?
Well, yes, it is if you have a small, knobbly, green, pear-shaped face.
Well, the answer is just mash them up and smear them onto your face for a smoother complexion. Finally, Tim, how about this? What's the best way to cook a live crab?
Set fire to your knickers.
The answer is place it in cold water and cook on a low heat. If you put it in boiling water, its membrane will let water in and its bits will fall off. I know the feeling. Here are some for any of you to have a go at. What's a good way to liven up a pile of boring old vegetables?
Shout fire in the House of Lords.
Actually, I sent him that one. No, the real answer is a tablespoon of balsamic vinegar might help, particularly if you're making vegetable soup. Yawn, yawn. Here's another question. I love a bit of cottage pie, but I'm not sure about the quality of my mince. Any suggestions?
Well, you could improve it by putting one hand on your hip as you walk about. Try that, and I think you'll find that you'll be the talk of the cottage.
Well, the answer is mince the leftover meat from a joint of roast beef. Delicious. Well, I notice it's very nearly the end of the show, but there's just time to fit in a round of Monkey House Film Club. Samantha tells me she has to nip out now as she's off to meet her new zookeeper gentleman friend who looks after the apes at Regent's Park. She says she often pops around when he's checking the apes' enclosure and loves watching him up on the climbing frame, hung like a baboon. So while she's away enjoying that, I'll ask the teams to suggest titles of films likely to be enjoyed in the Monkey House. You can start this one. Jeremy.
Saving Primate Ryan.
Tim?
Fellini's Prime 8.5. A little bit clever.
Barry?
Educating Cheetah.
Graham?
Breakfast at Chimpanzees.
Baboon on the 4th of July.
The monkey has landed.
Goodbye, Mr. Chimps.
Silence of the monkeys.
Conan the Baboon.
The monkey, the witch, and the wardrobe.
She wore a yellow gibbon.
Monkey on a hot tin roof.
Bring me the head keeper, Alfredo Garcia.
Ice station monkey.
Just spoiling it for everybody. Just
Harry Potter and the monkey.
And the film of Joseph and his amazing technicolored bottom. Clint Eastwood's Unforgiven.
And so, ladies and gentlemen, as the meatball of time congeals in the gravy of destiny, and the swede of fate is mashed in the queue to get out of IKEA, I notice it's the end of the show, so it's goodbye from the teams, myself, Samantha, and the good folk here at the London Palladium. Goodbye. Hello and welcome to I'm Sorry I Haven't a Clue, the show that attracts laughter like bees round a magnet. We've travelled today to the delightful town of Richmond, so it's only fitting that I should bid a champion Ayoub and an E-Bargoum on Ilkin Ball to all our listeners in Yorkshire, who can't be with us here in Surrey. It was Henry Tudor, Earl of Richmond, who gave the place its name and chose it as the location for the first great royal palace, on a site now famous as the place where Henry VIII had his magnificent Hampton Court. Visitors also delight in Richmond's quaint old deer park, and I notice a small group of quaint old has wandered in tonight, and they are on my left, Barry Cryer and Jane Garden. On my right, Willie Rushton and Tim Brooke-Taylor. And please welcome tonight our stand-in scorer, a man who's got more spare beefcake than Douglas Hogg, the delightful Sven. We'll start off with a round called Translations. It's come to my attention, teams, that many unintelligible foreign words have managed to find their way into our English language, often impeding clear communication. Our scorer Sven, himself a foreigner, is the first to admit that it can often be highly irritating to the more sensitive ear when alien tongues are allowed to slip in. So, teams, I'd like you to provide translations into plain English, please, of the following foreign words and phrases. And Graham, we'll start with you. Will you please translate Belle Epoque?
That's a cheap cut of pig meat, isn't it? Give me a pound of Belle Epoque.
Barry, yours is apparatchik.
That's a cross between a parrot and a chick. Does impressions of Colonel Sanders. Start easy, slow.
Willie, here's yours. Sushi.
This is Eddie Cantor's best-known song after the drink got him. If you knew sushi like I know sushi.
And Tim, here's another one for you. Sic transit Gloria Mundi.
Gloria was sick in the van, but she'll be in on Monday. Thank you.
Right, we'll open this one up. Here's one that any of you can answer. Film noir.
My camera's bust.
How about this? Cinquecento.
100-year-old Chinaman.
Magnum opus.
Oh, now he is the Irish cat, Private Eye. Magnum opus.
And how about et tu Bruti?
Blimey, you've splashed it all over me. Gov.
Teams, I'm pleased to point, and audience too, I'm pleased to point out to interested listeners, so I hope both of them are paying attention, that after the sad demise of Sven's popular touring troupe, the Chippendales, they've now reformed to appeal to an older, more sedentary audience. I understand they're now accepting work as a male voice choir called the Queen's Singers, and Sven appears to have brought them with him here tonight, so I've suggested they might like to assist him with the score. So, when you're ready, lads. Thank you. It's now time for a long-established round called One Song to the Tune of Another, in which the teams sing one song to the tune of another. We've certainly had some sticky moments with this round over the years. Last week Barry sang an Andrew Lloyd Webber song to the tune of Puccini, and nobody could tell the difference. Anyway, I'm assured that piano accompaniment is required for this round, and it appears that Colin Sell is unexpectedly available to provide it. You know, whenever musicians hear that Colin's working with us, they're always very keen for news of the old maestro. Well, sadly, it's failed its MOT again. So he's had to come on his bike. Graham, I'd like you to start by singing the words of There Ain't Nobody Here But Us Chickens to the tune of Release Me.
There ain't nobody here but us chickens. There ain't nobody here at all. So quiet yourself and stop the fuss. There ain't nobody here but us. Take me in.
anybody here at all.
Your turn, Tim, and I'd like you, please, to sing the words of Any Old Iron to the tune of Rule Britannia.
Any old iron, any old iron, any old iron, an old iron pot, old iron cock, or an iron bicycle, or anything you've got. An old iron plate, an old iron brake, your mother used to cry on. And I'm going to give my country my old watch chain, old and old, mighty old iron.
Willie, you're going to sing the words of I Shot the Sheriff to the tune of My Favourite Things.
With luck. I shot the sheriff, but I didn't shoot the deputy. All around in my hometown, they're trying to track me down. They say they want to bring me in guilty for the killing of the deputy, for the life of the dead. But I say, I shot the sheriff, but I say it was in self-defense. I shot the sheriff, and they say it is a capital offense. Sheriff John Brown always hated me for what I don't know. Every time that I plant a seed, he said, kill it before it grows. He said, kill it before it grows. I say, shot the sheriff. I say, self-defense.
And finally, Barry. Barry, would you please sing the words of How Much Is That Doggy in the Window to the tune of Swanee?
How much is that doggy in the window, the one with the waggly tail? How much is that doggy in the window? I do hope that doggy's for sale. I must take a trip to California and leave my poor sweetheart alone. If he has a doggy, won't be lonesome, and the doggy will have a good day, mammy.
Jolly good. Now, the next round is entitled Straight Face. In it, the teams should take it in turns to exchange a random selection of words without getting any laughs from our theatre audience. This, I'm assured, is a very specialised skill which our panellists have each managed to hone throughout their long and varied careers in the entertainment business. So to complicate it a little, I'd like all the words you select, teams, to begin with the letter S. Anyone who elicits so much as the smallest titter from our audience will face immediate disqualification. The object of the game is to eliminate all four of them so we can get on with the next round. Graham, will you start, please?
Stomach.
Saucer.
Silent. What? Silent.
Oh. Diction.
Doesn't begin with an S.
No.
Sherbet is silent. Sherbet, I think he said.
Sorry?
Sherbet?
No, that was my word.
Sorry.
Oh.
Slap.
Salivate.
Sugar.
Then.
Can you have proper words, Hump?
What?
No.
Never mind. Sarcophagus.
Surreptitiously.
Swedishly. The old master got a titter.
I heard a laugh, yes. You're out.
Thank you.
Willie.
No,
now the rest of you go on in sequence, so it would be Graham. You should carry on.
Stew.
Spotted.
Silage.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Barry.
That's not the first laugh he's got this time, is it?
Okay, it's between you.
Does he meet stuff?
It's a head-to-header between Tim and Graham. And Tim, you're going to start.
Sandwich.
Soup.
Slot. Please, come on. Even my mother wouldn't laugh at that.
Your mother doesn't live in Richmond. Slots may not be funny in Buxton, but
Go on, Graham.
Smack, smack. That's a good one. Smack. That's it, yes.
Suffering.
Saucy.
Slip.
That wasn't a laugh.
Somebody blowing his nose.
We sincerely hope. Snot.
And with that knockout blow, Graham wins the round. Now we come to a round called radioke, which is basically a radio version of karaoke, except that at no point does anyone have to lie in a hospital bed worrying that the TV script they've just written is becoming a nightmarish reality. What happens is this: I brought with me some bootleg radio highlights which I've illicitly recorded off my wireless at home, and I shall play them in for the teams to speak along with. After a while, the tape will fade away to nothing, but the team should carry on speaking, and the object is for them to be in sync when the sound returns. So, Tim and Willie, we'll start with you, and will you please speak along with John Humphreys and Douglas Hogg in this extract from the Today programme?
Good morning to you.
Good morning to you.
Doesn't it? It's been difficult and
some things have happened less fast than we would have wished. But I don't accept it as being a mess.
Well, we are slaughtering thousands of perfectly healthy cows. We don't know how many. Farmers are losing a fortune. It's costing the taxpayer billions. We're at war with Europe, and it's only been a bit difficult.
This is an extremely difficult situation which has caused a great deal of loss to a lot of people. I entirely agree with you.
Oh, no, I mean more than that. I mean, it's been a very badly mishandled situation.
There, I don't agree with you. I think it would have been difficult to handle it fundamentally different from that which we have done. Whether in the last 3 months or so there are things we could have done differently, I'm sure the answer is yes.
Sorry, I wasn't listening.
We're not going to play that game either.
Well, you could volunteer it.
No. I'm merely making this point that over a 3-month conduct of policy, you will find things that one could have done differently.
But we've done it wrongly right from the very beginning, haven't we? I mean, we stood there, we had a Secretary of State standing up in the House of Commons saying that there is this problem and clearly no one has given a moment's thought to the repercussions of it or how it might be handled.
That isn't true. We knew it would have a very serious effect on confidence in the United Kingdom and in Europe. Our problem was this. But once we got this,
do you think there's a problem with your own position?
Look at the weather.
What happened then? Did you win?
I think Douglas Hogg entered my body and took over. In some strange way, we were as one.
It's your turn now, Barry and Graham, and I'd like you please to speak along with Simon Pemberton and Shula Archer in this extract from The Archers.
Simon, for heaven's sake, you've got to let me talk to you. Come in, why don't you? Not fair. Let me say my piece. My piece. But just say it quietly. I'm sorry. Just. You wouldn't believe the day I've had. It's like a conspiracy. I tried phoning all evening, but you weren't in. I've just been practically ejected from the ball. Simon, this is an attempt to make me feel sorry for you. I'm not in the mood. Simon, we're out of sync. Look, this Harriet thing. You have to believe me, Shula. It was an affair, but I finished it. I have nothing to say, Simon. What? But why? Look, I said I'm sorry. I've told her to stay out of my life. I don't see what more I can do.
That's not the point.
Well, what is then?
The point is I can't trust you.
Of course you can trust me. You have to understand. This thing was out of my control.
Oh, for goodness sake. You betrayed me with another woman. Look, now is not the time for this. I really think you'd better go.
I'm not leaving until we've had this out.
Oh!
I don't see it. I don't see it as a betrayal.
We've all seen it. Oh, Simon! How can you not see it as a betrayal?
It's not even as if you and I were sleeping together, for goodness sake. Maybe if we had been, I wouldn't have gone and slept with Harriet.
How dare you! I want you out of my house and out of my life.
Why won't you listen?
Now!
No!
Oh!
Oh, I'm sorry.
Just... Get out!
Sorry, I'm sorry.
Right, on with the next round. It's recently come to my attention, teams, that many films and TV programs are riddled with commercial sponsorship, placing a question mark against the professional integrity of those prepared to compromise their art for the sake of personal gain. So in this round, which I'd like to call the Volvo 985R Master, I'd like you teams to enact some newly sponsored productions in a style that reflects their revised status. Tim and Willie, we'll start with you. Would you please provide a brief rendition of Gardener's Question Time, as sponsored by Yorkshire Water?
Good bloody evening. Welcome to Leeds and Gardener's Question Time. First question, please.
I'd like to ask the panel how I should deal with my antirrhinums. They look a little sad. Should I water them?
No.
National days, the Welsh have their leek, the Scots their thistle, and the Irish, oh, it's the same man again, have their shamrock. What would the panel recommend for Yorkshire Day?
A cactus. Well, I thought you were a woman.
Well, no. What would you recommend for a perfect garden?
A mixture of sand and cement, mixing a good deal of cheap white wine or Yorkshire bitter.
Oh, I bathe in that. Oh. Name the final analysis. What would you suggest I do?
Vote Labour or emigrate.
Good night.
Bugger off.
All right.
Right, it's your turn, Barry and Graham. Would you please provide an excerpt from The 101 Dalmatians, as sponsored by the Korean government? That was disgusting.
One down.
And finally, how I love those words. Tim and Willie, would you please provide an extract from Oscar Wilde's The Importance of Being Earnest, as sponsored by McDonald's?
Welcome to The Importance of Being Ronald.
A hamburger.
Our next round is based on the TV program called Through the Keyhole, presented by Lloyd Grossman, in which the viewer is introduced to the homes of various celebrities and then has to work out who they are. In fact, it's quite similar in format to Hello magazine. But slightly less challenging, of course. In order to allow us to play this game on the radio, the Richmond Theatre stage crew have specially created 2 mystery cubicles backstage for our teams to enter. They are each designed to resemble precisely the homes of certain well-known personalities. And the team should take it in turn to describe the contents of their cubicle for the other team to guess. Right, Barry and Graham, you're to go first. And I'd like you to enter your mystery cubicle now. While you're on the way, the famous householder's name will now be flashed up in Technicolor magic on the multi-screen laser projection tower, so generously provided by our hosts. John brings on board. Oh, sorry. I wasn't meant to read that bit. Here's the, for the you at home, here's the mystery voice.
Alan Clark. Alan Clark.
Okay, now, Barry and Graham, you're going to describe now, and Willie and Tim, you're going to guess.
What a lovely room. Yeah, it's very grand. Haven't seen a microwave with a drawbridge before. Oh, look there, the shelf full of diaries. Under lock and key. Oh, I see. No, wait, there's one out here on the desk. Let's see, but ow! Too hot for him. Too hot for that. Oh, nice picture here. Look, nice family group. Oh, yeah. I think it's been signed. Yeah, what's it say? You bastard. Now, that's something you don't see every day. A Michael Heseltine dartboard. Good Lord, what's this? Packet of 12. Good. Well, I think we've certainly painted a picture there, Graham. We have.
Tim and Willie, you going to do any guessing?
No, I don't think so.
Right.
I lost interest halfway through, to tell the truth. I suddenly realised what it must be like to be a listener to this programme.
Drawbridge. This is a grand person, is it? Or is it a political person?
A political person.
Or an ex-political person?
Yes. Yes. I think it's that bloody woman.
I think it is.
Yes.
The mad cow, isn't it?
Yes.
No, it's not. You were trying to mislead us. A packet of 12.
It's her husband.
Yep.
The packet of 12 was it? No, it
Pop to handle. Heseltine was on the dartboard. What was he doing there? He was up to somebody that doesn't like
Is it Alan Clark by any chance?
No.
When he goes into the chemist, it's a gross for the weekend, I think.
Okay, your turn, Tim and Willie.
All right.
Would you go and enter your mystery cubicle now, please? And here again is the laser projection tower with the answer and the mystery voice for listeners at home.
Major James Hewitt. Major James Hewitt.
Well, the problem is you don't know where to start, do you, when you can't see anybody? That's true. Yes. Here we are. We're in the hall now. Good Lord, a stuffed horse's umbrella stand. That's an interesting place to house an umbrella. Horsehair sofa. Photos of people playing polo. Photos of horses playing polo. Polo-necked horses. Oh, and a dog. I think he must be lost. Wall-to-wall horse brasses. Just go upstairs. To the bedroom. Yes. Horse blankets. And in the bed, a horse's head. Not just the head, sorry. That's right. Clothes horse. The wooden horse. Bath in the shed of a horse. Oh, look, there's a photograph of Princess Di. Horses, 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 horses. Well, David, what sort of person lives in a horse like that?
Barry and Graham, start guessing.
Were horses a clue? No. One's allowed to lie once, I believe, in this game.
There's one dog in there.
The dog
is one dog.
The dog is a red herring. Or red setter, probably more accurate.
There's a royal connection here, I think.
And the audience all went ooh when they saw the name on the scoreboard.
Is he a bit of a scally? Bit of a lad. James Hewitt.
Well, I'm going to invite the male voice choir to provide another update of the score. Well, that's very nearly all for this week, but there's just time, I think, for a quick round of Fashion Designers Film Club. So while Sven nips out to press his favourite Paul Smith, I'd like you teams to suggest some titles of films likely to prove popular with the fashion trade. Tim, how about you starting?
Bus stop. They get worse, so just laugh at that one.
Armani in Havana.
How about Dad's Armani? Armani for all seasons.
Or another TV spin-off, Yes Miniskirt. Ben Kingsley as Gucci.
Picnic at Hanging Frock.
The Fly.
For whom the bell bottoms.
Night Dress on Elm Street. Bring me the measurements of Alfredo Garcia.
Champion, the Wonder Bra.
That's it.
I'd like to see that.
Sleeveless in Seattle.
Well, as the wheelie bin of time is hoisted aloft by the dustman of fate, and the broken eggshells of despair are scattered down the front path of destiny, it must be time to regret not tipping him better. And also the end of the show. So from Zen, the teams and myself, goodbye.
Brooke-Taylor, Barry Trier, Graham Garden and Willie Rushton were being given Silly Things to Do by Humphrey Littleton, with Colin Sell setting some of them to music. The programme was produced by John Naismith.
And Humph and the teams will be back at the same time next week. But if you can't wait that long, you may be interested to know that some of the funniest moments from the recent history of the programme have been specially preserved for posterity on 2 audio cassettes as part of the BBC radio collection. And they're available.
Hello and welcome to, I'm sorry I haven't a clue, the show that gets laughs at the drop of a cat. You join us for our second week amid the splendour of the Royal National Theatre. The National actually comprises 3 stage venues: the Olivier, which is named after Sir Laurence Olivier, the Cottesloe, which isn't named after Sir Laurence Olivier, and our venue today, the Littleton, named after a relative of mine, Oliver Littleton, 1st Viscount Chandos and the theatre's first chairman. Oliver, or Uncle Viscount Chandos, as I knew him, joined the government in 1940 when a House of Commons seat was found for him at Aldershot, which explains why he had to shout during Prime Minister's question. In his capacity as head of non-ferrous metals, Oliver organised the War Effort campaign to collect pots, pans and kettles for the RAF. But Bomber Command found that dropping high explosives was more effective. Since his time as chairman, the National has seen many varied productions, from Beckett's Happy Days, famously featuring Dame Peggy Ashcroft in the lead role of the Fonz, through to Michael Bogdanov's controversial 1980 staging of The Romans in Britain. The graphic scenes of Roman soldiers ravishing young British men prompted Mary Whitehouse to bring a private prosecution for obscenity. The result of her detailed evidence of the physical act was the banning from the London stage of any scene depicting explicit leapfrog. The area has also recently benefited from the £3.5 billion Jubilee Line extension to the Millennium Dome, possibly the only stretch of London Underground where each passenger is guaranteed an empty coach. And just nearby is the Museum of the Moving Image, dedicated to the history of cinema from its earliest days. But they have no monopoly on showing visitors the naive comic antics of long-forgotten actors. From the age of the flickering screen, let's meet the team. Please welcome on my left Graham Garden and Barry Cryer. And on my right, Tim Brooke-Taylor and Stephen Fry. And taking up her usual position and ready to score, please welcome the ever delightful Samantha. The first round is all about the dark days of World War II, a time fondly remembered for rationing, powdered eggs, and unlimited opportunities for sexual encounters. It was a time when, in the face of adversity, romance was often in the air, except in single-seater fighters, obviously. So worried were the authorities by this climate of free love that those of us in the forces had something put in our tea to stop us constantly thinking about sex. I often wonder when it's supposed to start working. Any romantic encounter requires the right chat-up line, teams, and I'd like your suggestions, please, of some that might have proved successful during wartime. Stephen, will you start?
All POWs are welcome to share my tunnel.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. I'm from the disposal squad. Does my bomb look big in this?
Put that light out.
It's all right, I said VE.
Those Fokkers have given me an idea.
I've been trained how to handle bazookas.
I think we should both take off our gas masks first. Oh, you already have.
You don't know what a dishonourable discharge is? Well, let me enlighten you.
We could lie down on that. A sandbag?
They say we should all pull together.
Stop or I'll shoot.
I'm going in.
Is that a spike on your helmet, or are you just pleased to see?
It's called a siren suit because everyone who sees it goes, oh.
Okay, the next round is a musical one called Pick Up Song. This is where the teams sing along to a selection of popular discs specially chosen by Samantha.
Oh, God.
Samantha spent several hours down in the gramophone archive earlier, choosing 4 of the very best. And those magnificent hits are about to be given an airing for the team's delight. She'll soon have them swinging along to the music. Each of the teams should join in with his song until, at my signal, Samantha turns the volume down. They should continue singing, and if on the music's return they're within a gnat's crotchet of the original, I'll be awarding points. And points mean the tapered ends of needles. What do points mean? Oh, the power of it all. This week's prize will suit anyone who likes to make their eyelashes look their best on February the 14th. It's this St. Valentine's Day mascara. Okay, we've got 2 duets today. The first for you, Barry and Graham. Would you please accompany Frank Sinatra and Shirley MacLaine singing Let's Do It?
Even in France, the best opera sets do it.
Lithuanians, and let's do it. Let's do it. Let's fall in love. In old Japan, all the Japs do it.
Up in Lapland, little Laps do it.
Let's do it. Let's fall in love. The Dutch in old Amsterdam do it, not to mention the Finns.
Folks in Siam do it. Think of Siamese twins.
In shallow shoals, English souls do it. Goldfish in the privacy of bowls do it. Let's do it. Let's fall in love.
Okay. You now, Tim and Stephen, would you please accompany Rex Harrison and Julie Andrews singing The Rain in Spain from My Fair Lady?
The rain in Spain stays mainly in the plain.
The rain in Spain stays mainly
in the plain.
Again?
The rain in Spain stays mainly in the plain.
I think she's got it. I think she's got it.
The rain in Spain stays mainly in the plain.
By George, she's got it. By George, she's got it. Now, once again, where does it rain?
On the plain! On the plain!
And where's that soggy plain?
In Spain! In Spain, Claudius!
The rain in Spain stays mainly in the plain. Aha!
The rain in Spain stays mainly in the plain.
In Hartford, Hereford.
That was the next track, wasn't it?
Spot on.
Our next game is Sound Charades, which we adapted from that great TV game, Give Us a Clue. A concept of unrivaled brilliance. Oh, yes, we certainly recognise sparkling originality when we steal it. In the original version, the players mimed a well-known book, film or song within a strict time limit after taking a card with the title. The master of the game was Lionel Blair, and who can forget the unbridled enthusiasm with which he picked up a Scottish soldier to finish off against the clock. The show was performed in silence, but the audience rocked with laughter. Well, our version differs in the first respect, and in the second respect. Okay, Tim and Stephen, you're to start, please, and your title will be displayed to our theatre audience via the laser display. And here's the mystery voice for listeners at home.
Galaxy Quest. Galaxy Quest.
Right, you're guessing this one, Barry and Graham. Off you go, Tim and Stephen.
What is it?
It's a film. 2 words.
Film, 2 words.
And it goes like this, all at once. I feel like a bar of chocolate.
What sort?
Oh, what's it called? You know the one that's,
Oh, yeah, well, let's go to the sweet shop and see if we can find the one that you're after, the specific one that you're after, and see if we can find it, shall we?
Good idea.
Yeah.
Good night.
The end.
Desperately seeking chocolate?
No.
Chocolate, eh? Chocolate. A specific sort of chocolate. Is it the trade name of this particular chocolate, or just a very warm... Well, Marathon Man.
No, sadly not.
So you're off on this hunt, or could one say quest?
For another brand of chocolate.
Yes.
Could be Galaxy.
Uncanny.
It says here, great. And doesn't it just? Here, we're going to... Right, your turn, Barry and Graham. Your title is now being exhibited on the laser display board, and here again is the mystery voice for listeners at home.
U571. U571.
And it's a film.
Film.
Okay.
Words?
None as such.
Oh, fine.
Dougal.
Hamish, you'll have had your tea.
Right. And a vowel, please, Carol.
secrets.
But, Jings, I see you're admiring your flock.
Oh, I peeped the room myself.
What a lot of sheep you've got.
Where? Oh, yes. I got 600, 300 rams and 300 lady sheep.
They bond for life, don't they?
They bond for life, aye, they do.
And you give them all names?
No.
Oh.
No, I give them numbers.
That's a fine ram over there with his cuddly horns.
Oh, he's a great ram. That's Ram 570.
Oh, and is that his lady love?
Well, I'm giving away no secrets.
The next one up.
Next one up, if things go right.
So you just call her...
I do, aye.
Well, goodbye now.
Goodbye.
Would you be something to do with it?
Very good.
What's that? I can't remember what number it was. It's that shocking American thing that.
Yes, it goes under the water. What do they call it?
571.
Okay, it's now time to play the game called Mornington Crescent. But first, I noticed from the pile of correspondence in the Mornington Crescent listener reaction matchbox that we've received very nearly 2 letters this week. It comes from a Mrs. Trellis of North Wales, who tells us she's recently been taking a French language correspondence course. She writes, Mon cher Humpty. Zut alors. Oi. Many de mes amis ici en Wales du Nord reconnaissent votre programme et un grand parle de cobleur. They donne it un grand nom. Mais au contraire, moi, every time je hear le sig tune, je want to go oui. Votre sincerely, Mrs. Trellis. Now, on with the game, which is where at the very birthplace of Mornington Crescent will be played to Lord Grosvenor's original Metropolitan rules. This version was devised during his influential period as Minister of Tourism, and the emphasis is very much on scenic routes. National monuments score double, zones 1 and 2 only, please. Okay? Tim, will you start?
The Mall.
Park Lane. No. Park Lane. No, all right.
Sure. Was that a no or a yes, Park Lane?
Well, he says
Park Lane.
All right.
Park Lane. Green Park.
Sing with it.
You see?
It's okay.
Vauxhall.
Come
yes.
round.
Vauxhall.
Yes.
Vauxhall.
No, don't think so.
Can I change that?
Yeah.
Can I change that?
Yeah.
Ruling Humph.
I think it makes it... Let him.
Who was it spoke last? You said ruling. What did you say?
Can I change Vauxhall?
Well...
no, I'll go to Waterloo.
Euston, then. Euston.
Oh. No, Vauxhall was all right, actually.
No, it's covered. Once he said Euston, it's covered. You
Yeah.
can't change that.
No, I can't.
All right.
You've got Euston, Barry.
Yeah.
So what?
Well, we're only just in zone 2 then.
What? Cleveland Street.
Yes.
Cleveland.
Yeah.
All right. Warren.
You can... Now that...
No, sorry, Gooch Street.
I'll have to take your first answer, Graham.
What, Vauxhall?
Yeah. thought so.
In that case, I can say Googe Street.
Oh,
Yes,
damn.
no.
Good street.
Charlotte.
Parliament Square.
What?
Parliament Square.
No conferring.
Parliament Square.
Hey.
Horseferry Road.
Good.
Oh,
Euston Square.
You can see that.
Because we went back Euston.
Oh, yeah. Monument. Trafalgar. Trafalgar. National Monument, double.
Trafalgar
Square.
It doesn't even matter, does it? Trafalgar Square.
Mornington Crescent.
Our next game is called Complete Quotes. This shouldn't be confused with the game about builders' estimates. That's incomplete. Okay, I brought along a selection of recordings of famous people speaking who've been interrupted in mid-sentence, and the team's job is to try to complete them. Barry, I've got Elizabeth Taylor for you.
Totally came as a surprise to me. I had no inkling. It was just like, what? I can't believe it. It's like, me? I'm getting
a verruca?
Jim, now, Ian Paisley for you.
They use bribery, they use corruption, they use lies, they use deceit, but...
I use a condom.
Now, Graham, it's John Prescott for you.
On my head. Sorry.
I think the relationship between Tony Blair and I are excellent, and no doubt about it, Tony Blair is one major...
Tony Blair is one major short of a Thatcher.
Stephen, here's an interview with Hillary Clinton for you.
These charges came as big a shock to you as anyone.
And to my husband. I mean, he woke me up Wednesday morning and said, "You're not going to believe this, but..." And I said...
And I said...
Go on, spit it out.
Right now, Tim, here's the Queen for you.
Ena kaipa. He mihi. Anako tene kia koto katoa.
Ying tong,
Graham.
What's that?
Graham, once more, Prince Charles for you.
Comisario General, Ministro, Damas y Caballeros.
Looking for El Disco.
Finally, Stephen, a vintage recording of William Gladstone for you with a message to Thomas Edison in 1889.
Dear Mr. Edison, I am profoundly indebted to you, not for the entertainment only, but for the
essential Ibiza Fat Street Dub Mix compilation which you sent. It is seriously bitching.
The next round is a musical one. Related to the track event where young men run around in shorts passing each other a baton, it's called Singing Relay, and was developed from an old game called Stinging Relay, where young men ran around with nettles down their shorts. Which, thanks to one simple spelling mistake, explains how the dock leaf got its name. In our version, the teams take turns to sing a song as a duet, but performing one word each at a time. Musical backing will be provided by Colin Sell. As a matter of interest, Colin was telling us he's recently been supporting Steps. So if anyone's looking for a good window cleaner's mate... He's your man. Right, we'll start with you, Barry and Graham. Your song is Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, and off you go.
Chitty bang bang, chitty chitty bang, chitty chitty bang bang, chitty chitty bang bang, chitty bang bang, chitty chitty bang bang. Oh, you pretty chitty bang bang, chitty chitty bang bang. We love you. In chitty chitty bang bang, chitty chitty bang bang. What we'll do near far in a motor car. Oh, what a happy time we'll spend. Bang bang, chitty chitty bang bang. Our fine four-fendered friend. Bang bang, chitty chitty bang bang. Our fine four-fendered friend.
Okay, Tim and Stephen now. Your song is Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Take it away, please.
Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Even though the sound of it is something quite atrocious, if you say it loud enough, you'll always sound precocious. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Diddle, 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 I. Diddle, 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 I. Because I was afraid to speak when I was just a lad. My father gave my nose a tweak and told me I was bad. But then one day I learned a word that saved me aching nose. The biggest word I ever heard, and this is how it goes. Oh, supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
Well, it's almost time to end the show, but not before we fit in a round of Pensioners' Book Club. Samantha has to nip out again to see an elderly lord who regularly complains to Radio 4 about their parliamentary coverage. She says she thinks he's even going to start getting a little hard on today in Parliament. So while she's away tending to him, I'd like your suggestions, please, teams, of book titles likely to appeal to a readership of senior citizens.
Captain Corelli's Lanolin.
The postman always has to ring 18 times.
Alice's Dentures in Wonderland.
Truss of the D'Urbervilles.
1984.
Bingo!
This is a very good one. The almost totally complete, I'm sorry, I haven't a clue who I am.
The Sherry Orchard.
Not enormously great expectations.
Senseless senility.
Finnegan's awake.
Doctor, no.
Remembrance of Times.
So, ladies and gentlemen, I notice it's the end of the show. And indeed the end of another series. And with that news, we feel nothing in our hearts if not deep sadness and tearful regret. So, nothing it is then. And with that, from Samantha, the teams, myself and the good folk here at the National Theatre until the autumn, it's goodbye.
Jim Brooke-Taylor, Barry Cryer, Graham Gardner and Stephen Fry have been given silly things to do by Humphrey Littleton, with Colin Sell setting some of them to music. The programme consultant was Ian Pattinson and the producer was John Naismith.
And that show first hit the airwaves back in June 2000. Well, it might be the end of the series, but the great thing about BBC 7, of course, is that we just keep them coming. And you can guarantee there'll be more from the Clue team at the same time next week.
Hello and welcome to I'm Sorry I Haven't a Clue. You join us this week at the Devonshire Park Theatre in the fine south coast resort of Eastbourne, a town which literally drips with history. The earliest settlement here on a stream, or bourne, had no name, but as the hamlet grew, a competition was held to choose a title to suit this town to the east of the Bourne. On the day of the final entries, Halley's Comet passed over and the new name became Born Under a Wandering Star. However, following copyright problems with the writers of Paint Your Wagon, it was changed to Oklahoma. This resulted in obvious confusion, with coach parties travelling to the American Midwest in search of a bingo hall. And so the town became Eastbourne. Noted historic buildings in Eastbourne include the old manor house, where recent restoration workers revealed a hidden wall mosaic and a priest hole. But despite putting traps down, they haven't caught him yet. In 1847, a sporting activity was established at Devonshire Park to prepare English ladies tennis players for Wimbledon. Training involved a single player hitting a ball against the side of the clubhouse. And every summer since, Eastbourne has echoed to the cry of "Advantage, brick wall." Eastbourne has long been the subject of royal patronage, a connection specially commemorated during the Silver Jubilee, when the mayor, Winifred Lee, was presented to the Queen Mother. Most other towns just gave her a box of chocolates. With its close proximity to France, these days Eastbourne is a popular summer choice for students on school shoplifting exchanges. Charles Darwin developed his theory of evolution here, and his great-great-great-great-grandson still lives in the town, where he retired after a long career on television, appearing in adverts for PG Tips. A regular summer visitor here was the writer Richmal Crompton, who was responsible for bringing us the amusing little character Martin Jarvis. The famous resident today is Dame Vera Lynn, who's something of an ambassador for Eastbourne, always turning out to greet famous celebrities whenever they visit the town. So we have to wish her a very pleasant evening. In front of the television. As I introduce on my left, Barry Cryer and Graham Garden. And on my right, Tim Brooke-Taylor and Jeremy Hardy. And preparing herself for some red-hot scoring action, please welcome the lovely Samantha. Okay, the first round is all about the dubious practice known as sexing up, when certain unjustified events are supported by wholly unsubstantiated claims. This round's going to be a humdinger. So, teams, I invite you, please, to suggest sexed-up book, record and film titles likely to be found lying around at number 10 Downing Street. Barry, you can start.
Big Dorrit.
Graham?
1984. Who cares about the age difference?
Tim?
The Blair Witch Document. As you like it, know what I mean?
Jeremy?
Back Passage to India.
The French lieutenant's a woman.
David Copperfield.
Mary Pop-Out.
Star Wars.
The Man in the Iron Mac.
Swallow an Amazon.
'Tis pity she's a horse.
20,000 legs under the sheet.
Hedda Gobbler. Two genitals of Verona.
Bed knobs and broomsticks with a comma after bed.
Chitty chitty gang bang. Let's get it over.
Okay, the teams are going to sing for us now in the round known as One Song to the Tune of Another. Anyone having trouble grasping this concept may care to consider a song to be like a tree. The leaves represent the words which occasionally fall off to be replaced later by new leaves or different words. Obviously, the discarded words don't form a slimy layer on top of your lawn like leaves do. That's why they should be swept up and placed in a heap to be burnt on bonfire night to the accompaniment of loud bangs as the hedgehogs explode. Now I come to think of it, there's no record of a few song lyrics ever causing an express train to sit outside Tunbridge Wells station for 9 hours at a time. Not that you'd think leaves on the rails would have been much of a problem these days. So few trains seem actually to stay on them. Now, teams, I can guess what you're thinking. What kind of species of tree is this? Is it an elder? Is it an ash? You could try asking a so-called expert, but in all likelihood he wouldn't know his ash from his elder. At the piano, Colin Sell. I can't be nasty about Colin on this programme. He's just twisted his ankle. We'll start with you, Tim. Will you please sing the words of Honey, Honey by ABBA to the tune of House of the Rising Sun? Okay, it's you now, Barry. Would you please sing the words of Barbara Ann by the Beach Boys to the tune of Tchaikovsky's Piano Concerto No. 1?
And a rolling, rocking, and a reeling Barbara and Barbara
Your turn, Jeremy. Would you please sing the words of Teenage Dirtbag by Wheatus to the tune of Early One Morning?
Her name is Lo. Well, I have a dream about her. She rings my bell. I got gym class in half an hour. Oh, how she rocks in Keds and tube socks. But she doesn't know who I am, and she doesn't give a damn about me. 'Cause I'm just a teenage dirtbag baby. Yeah, I'm just a teenage dirtbag baby. Listen to Iron Maiden, baby, with me. Her boyfriend's a dick, and he brings a gun to school, and he'd simply kick my ass if he knew the truth.
I think he's been having lessons. In what?
Finally, Graham, would you please sing the words of A Windmill in Amsterdam to the tune of Bob Dylan's Mr. Tambourine Man?
8 miles lived in a windmill in old Amsterdam. A windmill with a mouse in. Wasn't grousing. He sang every morning how lucky I am, living in a windmill in old Amsterdam. I saw a mouse there on the stair, there, where on the stair, right there, a little mouse with clogs on. Well, I declare, going clippity-clippity-clop on the stair, oh yes, mouse got lonesome.
The next round consists of a series of really silly questions. Am I looking forward to this? The silliest questions are often posed by young children. In fact, our own Barry Cryer used to ask so many stupid questions as a youngster that his mother took him to see a child psychologist. But when he couldn't help, she took Barry to an adult one instead. And Tim was telling us how some years ago he was watching TV with his 4-year-old son when he suddenly asked, how do you make people laugh? So Tim sat down while his son explained. Okay, teams, we have a child on a live link-up who is ready and waiting to ask a series of questions for you to provide the answers to. Okay, first question our child wants to ask is for you, Graham, and it's this.
Why do I have stinky feet?
You have stinky feet because we can't afford shoes. But don't worry, you'll soon grow out of those old camembert boxes.
Okay, now you, Jeremy. Here's a question for you to try to answer.
Why is it rude to pick your nose?
Well, it's not necessarily rude to pick your nose so long as you share.
Tim, now try and answer this one, if you can.
Why did the Tories bother to change their leader?
To get to the other side.
Barry, see if you can answer this question.
What does gay mean?
Ask your Auntie Norman.
Okay, Graham, you again. Let's see how you handle this tricky question.
How are babies made?
Babies? Well, a stork flies out of the gooseberry bush, and Daddy is so amazed he doesn't notice the milkman nipping in the back door.
Jeremy, here's a rather tricky question for you to have a go at.
Why did my cat die?
Well, your cat didn't exactly die. It went to live with Jesus, who has a small flat under the compost heap.
Tim, let's see if you can answer this baffling question.
Why aren't the goodies on anymore?
Now, that's the first sensible question you've asked.
Why?
Well, we've been trying to get at the root cause of this, but you'll be pleased to know there is a DVD available for Christmas.
Why?
Because there's such a demand for it.
Why?
Because it's such a great show and it's so reasonably priced.
What a load of rubbish.
I'm rather warming to that kid.
What a load of rubbish. What are those people laughing at?
I don't know.
Why?
You're asking the wrong person. Finally, Barry, here's one last question for you.
Why does Daddy swear in the car?
Off, I'm driving.
The next game goes by the name of Cheddar Gorge.
Why?
Titles of games are taken from... Tell you what, I'm unnerved by this absolutely dreadful voice coming from my room.
Why?
Come back, Herod, all is forgiven. Titles of games are taken from all manner of sources, and I notice a recent trend towards using TV programs. These include A Place in the Sun, which involves buying a daily newspaper containing a fish. Waking the Dead, which is an interesting look at the audience at a Phil Collins concert. And then there's House Doctor, which involves treating serious injuries sustained while playing bingo. In Cheddar Gorge, players utter one word each in turn in order to construct a coherent sentence. The object is never to complete the sentence, but if I detect a full stop has been reached, you'll hear this as I tap this bullfrog with my mallet. Okay, teams, the subject of your sentence is A Postcard from Eastbourne. Tim, you can start.
Dear.
Both.
Having.
A.
Good.
Time.
Swallowing.
Lots.
Of.
Nearby.
Cream.
Teas.
Which.
Are.
Made.
Here.
In.
The.
Traditional.
Manner.
For.
Some.
Old.
People.
Who.
Are.
Dying.
To.
Try.
Them.
While.
Sitting.
On.
The.
Pier.
Outside.
Which.
Is.
The.
Nicest.
And.
Most.
Elegant.
Yet.
Somehow.
Strangely.
Alluring.
Object.
Which.
Is.
The.
Thing.
That.
I.
Call.
The.
Best.
Of.
The.
Wonderful.
Yet.
Strangely.
Crap.
Objects.
In.
The.
South.
East.
Of.
The.
Country.
Which.
Is.
Near.
France.
Yet.
It.
Still.
Maintains.
A.
Distinct.
Flavour.
Of.
Peppermint.
And.
Faint.
Odour.
Of.
Roses.
And.
Liver.
Let's move on. It's come to my attention, teams, that there's an increasing tide of filth on our airwaves these days. Whatever happened to good old wholesome TV shows like Johnny and Fanny Craddock's? We didn't need a catalogue of smut to enjoy Fanny sharing a recipe for sausages that taste just like Johnny's. Oh, no, indeed. We couldn't get enough Fanny in those days.
What are those people laughing at?
Go to bed. Even certain well-known songs are polluted by smut, so the teams are going to perform censored versions, avoiding offence to our audience by concealing any smutty contents with the buzzer. When I say that any content causing offence to the ear will be removed, we will, of course, have to make one exception. The piano accompaniment of Colin Self. Actually, we were all very impressed to learn that Colin once played alongside Roy Orbison. Orbison, of course, was nicknamed the Big O, and in turn he affectionately referred to Colin as that little C. Right, we'll start with you, Tim and Jeremy. I'd like you to censor a medley of Rodgers and Hammerstein songs for me, please, from the musical South Pacific. Off you go.
Some enchanted evening, you make a stranger. You make a stranger across a crowded room, and somehow you'll know, you know even then, that somewhere you'll her again. I'm gonna wash that man right out of my... I'm gonna wash that man right out of my... I'm gonna wash that man right out of my... And send him on his way. There is nothing like a... Nothing in the world. There is nothing you can... That is anything like a...
It's your turn, Barry and Graham, and I've more Rodgers and Hammerstein songs for you as well. This time from The King and I. Off you go, please.
Getting to you, getting to all about you. Getting to you, getting to hope you, me. Getting to you, putting it but nicely. You are precisely my...
Whenever I feel afraid, I hold my ear in and whistle a happy tune, so no one will suspect I'm up. While in my shoes, I strike a careless pose and whistle a happy tune, so no one ever knows I'm a... The result of this deception is very strange to tell, for when the people I myself as well. Cloud of music, shall we? Shall we? Shall we then say good night and mean? Or perchance, when the last little star has left the sky, shall we still, together with our arms around each other, and shall you be my new? On this clear understanding that this thing can happen, shall we? Shall we? Shall we?
Well, I notice it's very nearly the end of the show, but there's just time to squeeze in a round of Fishermans Theatre Club. Samantha has to leave us now. She's off out for a lovely meal with a new chef friend who's laying on a traditional shellfish evening. She says she's really looking forward to enjoying his special cockle night. So, teams, while she's away preparing for that, I'll ask you please to suggest titles of plays, musicals and other stage shows likely to appeal to an audience of fishermen. Graham, will you start, please?
Rosencrantz and Guildenstern are dabs.
There's going to be a performance of Swan Hake starring Dame Celia Canth.
Calamari Jane.
Very popular with anglers is half a sixpence because it contains the hit number Flashbang Scallops What a Pilchard.
And Inspector Trawls.
When the bait comes in.
Trawlers and Cressida.
Thoroughly modern mullet.
All's whelks that ends whelks.
Look back in, angler.
Merry Wives of Grimsby.
Two Gentles of Verona. Ah, you see, fishermen they call maggots gentles.
Gentles, yes, yes.
Why?
All right, two maggots of Verona.
The Merchant of Grimsby.
12 angry maggots.
Timon of Grimsby.
Maggot and super maggot.
Hamlet's Prince of Grimsby.
Arms and the maggot. The maggot who came to dinner. Lady Windermere's maggot.
And so, ladies and gentlemen, as the cold face of time is hewn by the miner of destiny, and the colliery manager of fate is arrested for employing underage labour, I note it's the end of the show. So from the teams, Samantha, myself and the good folk of Eastbourne, it's goodbye.
Barry Cryer, Graham Garden, Jeremy Hardy and Tim Brooke-Taylor were being given Silly Things to Do by Humphrey Littleton, with Colin Sell setting some of them to music. The programme consultant was Ian Pattinson and the producer was John Naismith.